it's up to them now to make sure it's secure and to essentially repair it for the future. But obviously the Canal and Rivers Trust has had its funding significantly cut over recent years, and they're going to have to stop doing other projects in order to repair this section of canal, I would imagine.
A major incident has been declared in Shropshire after a 50-metre long sinkhole breached a canal. 10 people had to be rescued and narrowboats were left stranded on the canal bed or teetering on the edge of the hole. Helen Morgan is the Lib Dem MP for North Shropshire. Helen, a warm welcome to Times Radio. Thanks for being with us. Just tell us what happened here.
Well, good evening. Well, about 4:20 this morning, the fire service received a call, and essentially the canal bank had given away, and an enormous quantity of water rushed through that breach, washed away a big section of the bed of the canal, and unfortunately took two canal boats with it.
Okay,
So
and you've
it's
been
a
down
very
to the
dramatic scene.
you've been down to the scene. Just tell us what it looks like for our listeners. Obviously, we're audio only here, so I'd love you to be as descriptive as you can.
Well, it's very, very dramatic. So I should just say, fortunately, that the fire service did an amazing job and nobody was hurt. And they have managed to install a temporary dam to prevent even more water flooding through and to protect houses nearby. So they did an amazing job. And I think everybody's extremely grateful to them for that. But the scene is it's on quite a spectacular scale. As you approach the canal, you're sort of above a field, and that field is completely flooded where the water has rushed out of the canal down the hill and into the field. And then the canal bed is sort of looks like a sinkhole. There's a sort of a 50-metre long big dip in the canal bed where it's sunk to the level of the field, and that's impacted on the towpath and on the other side of the bank. So it's a very, very dramatic scene, and one boat has been left sort of partially on the bed of the canal and partially overhanging the sinkhole.
Gosh, okay, look, there's a quote here from a councillor in Whitchurch. Said the field beside the canal had taken probably about 1 million gallons of water out of the canal. The Canal and River Trust Principal Engineer Mark Durham said today the best way to describe it was that there was an embankment failure, adding that the embankment in question was a man-made one designed to hold the canal up, which is done for over 200 years. Where do we look to here when we look for sort of lessons, when we look for reparations in terms of, is this going to be an issue? Is this the result of heavy rainfall, of climate change issues, etc.? Where do we look to?
Well, it has been very wet here for the last couple of days, but I wouldn't have said it was particularly unusual for Shropshire in the winter. Obviously, it's a very old structure. There aren't any locks in the immediate vicinity. So that instead of sort of going down locks, the canal has been built above the field and kept level by sort of piling up the sides and keeping the water level higher than the surrounding area. So we don't know at this stage whether there's been something structurally wrong with the bank, or whether there has been an impact of heavy rain. But we'll find that out in the coming days. Clearly, something's gone very badly wrong for it to collapse in that catastrophic way.
As you're searching for answers, and obviously as the local MP, you want to make sure that there's enough accountability and enough understanding of what's happening, but also you need to try and ensure this doesn't happen at any other point down that canal. What kind of questions are you asking? What of DEFRA, of the Environmental Agency? Who are you speaking to for answers here, Helen?
The integrity of the structure is the responsibility of the Canal and Rivers Trust. So it's up to them now to make sure it's secure and to essentially repair it for the future. But obviously the Canal and Rivers Trust has had its funding significantly cut over recent years, and they're going to have to stop doing other projects in order to repair this section of canal, I would imagine. So it's a concerning situation, I think. There was miles and miles of canal across England looked after by the Canal and Rivers Trust, and it can potentially have significant impact for nearby residents if the structures fail. So it is quite important that they're properly funded and that they're able to look after these old structures.
Okay, and in terms of sort of people that you're speaking to within government, any of the responsible agents, understand this is in the hands of the Canal and Rivers Trust, but obviously there do have to be wider questions answered here, don't there?
They do. I mean, today on site, obviously there was the local council. They're responsible for making sure that the people who've temporarily, I hope, lost their homes in this incident are safe and warm this evening and in the coming weeks while those boats are recovered. The Environment Agency was on site, obviously monitoring for heavy flooding downstream, which I think is hopefully not going to happen because of the geography of the field that the water was poured into. We've had obviously the emergency services on site dealing with the immediate incident who are starting to hand over now. But yeah, we'll need to have a look at that in the coming weeks. But it is primarily the responsibility of the Canal and Rivers Trust at this point.
Okay, well, look, thank you for speaking to us. Really appreciate it. I'm sure you'll be keeping across the situation over the coming days as well. Helen Morgan, MP for North Shropshire, thanks for being with us. Really appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you as well. That is after a major incident's been declared at a Shropshire canal. It's a canal, the Llangollen Canal in Whitchurch. An embankment failure has been blamed.
Water last year, well, it's happened again here, and it's horrendous. A poor bloke's boat is down there. Can you see that? See the water flowing? And there's his boat. Oh my God, we are going to be stuck here for an awful long time. All the bank has gone on that side, and there's no towpath on this side has gone. I'm just in my pyjamas, managed to throw some pyjamas on and get out. And the boats are just on the bottom of the cut. This is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I'll show you my boat. My bow line's pulled out because I was just on pins. Thankfully my chain has remained. Just talking. My boat is just round this corner. But the canal is just emptying. That's Sebastian barking, he doesn't know what's going on. Middle of the night. So here's my boat. So my pin was in there. That's come out and disappeared. And if you, I'm presuming I'm on the bottom now. But that is my boat right now. Oh my God, this is scary. Keep you updated. Don't know if you can see, but that boat there is, the stern of it is hanging in midair, and the breach is getting bigger. The tent, all the lights off, I can't see now. Oh, this is bad. This is seriously bad. Where's that gonna go? That's what I woke up to the sound of. Just like that. Oh. It's going. Sebastian. Oh. Has the bow come right out of the water now? Yeah, it has. The bow's out of the water. slow motion.
No, cinematic.
That was getting higher and higher, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh. She's going. Oh.